Okay. With the unfortunate death of Bob Saget, which is sad because the man was a very, very funny man. I am going to do a joke that a lot of people said he was probably one of the best at doing. And this joke is actually a favorite of mine, anyhow, because you can pretty much do it any way you want to and say whatever you want to it as long as you keep the main components of it the same. So, this is my version of the Aristocrats. Guy walks into a talent agency, walks up to the talent agent, goes, "Hey, I got a nice little family variety show for you." Talent agent goes, "Okay, well, explain your act to me." Guy goes, "Well, it's me, my wife, our daughter, our son, my mother in law, and our Great Dane dog. So, what happens is we come out and all of us introduce ourselves to the crowd. We have, a little bit of a joking type banter between each other and everything. And then my children and mother in law and dog leave the stage, and my wife and I sit there conversing for a minute. We then begin to sing this very beautiful ballad duet together. And as we're singing, my wife begins to slowly strip off her clothing. And then she becomes butt naked, takes the microphone, and starts like kind of jiggling it on her clit a little bit. Then, while she's doing this, I'll take my pants off and start just jerking it, as quick and as hard as I can, until I end up busting all over my wife. Well, at that time, the two of us take our bows and leave the stage. At this time, our daughter comes out with a piano, a jar of peanut butter, and our Great Dane dog. Before she sits down at the piano, our daughter lifts her skirt up, pulls her undies down, rubs peanut butter all over herself down there. She sits down at the piano and calls her dog over. While she's playing Mozart, the dog is licking all that peanut butter off of her. So she's playing and the dog's eating the peanut butter. And as soon as she gets to the end of the song, she stops. She turns around to the dog. She looks down at it. She takes her hand and she just starts jerking it off and jerking it off and jerking it off until finally the little doggy just goes pew. She takes her hand, licks it off, and smiles and bows to the audience. At this time, our son and my mother-in-law come out, and the two of them are danced in this like Latin style outfits, and they start doing a very sensual Latin style dance. Well, as they're doing this, the both of them start taking each other's clothing off and everything. And by the time the both of them are butt naked, my mother-in-law takes her teeth out, throws them on the ground, drops to her knees, and just starts gumming my son as quick and as fucking hard and fast as she can. Well, while she's blowing my son, my wife and I, our daughter, and our dog all return butt naked and ready to go. So we just started having this huge orgy in the middle of the thing. And as we're going at it, fireworks are going off, and you just hear fucking rockets going, and the band's playing, and everything else. And we just had this huge orgy, and all of a sudden we all just come at once and just fucking spew all over the place. And talent agent just kind of sits there for a minute and it's like, what the fuck? And he turns around to the dude and he goes, "Well, what's the name of y'all's act?" And the guy looks and he goes, "The Aristocrats." If you don't find the joke funny, that's you. If you do, good. Like I said, I know Bob Saget probably did it better than I did. But this was also just one of the many versions of this joke that I have told. And trust me, people will tell you I have never told this joke the same twice. So, as I said, this is my version of the Aristocrats. And I am dedicating it to the memory of Bob Saget, the man who probably did this joke better than anybody else ever has. In fact, after you watch my video, go ahead and look it up and see if it's true or not. Thank you.